to you. So the next time your aunties, cousins, parents want to take you to Little Caesars and get you some pizza with pepperoni, what are you going to tell them?
Well, I'm really on a tight schedule.
You on a tight schedule?
I'm on a tight schedule.
Okay, well, just take a look at that and you can get back
What
to
you
your
got?
schedule.
Hey, sis, I want to ask you a question. You going to celebrate Mother's Day tomorrow?
Listen, I'm a widow. I done been through a lot.
Okay.
I gotta go do what I gotta do to make sure I get to work and take care of these kids.
Well, sis,
So,
did you know
I promise you I'll be at church tomorrow.
Well, sis, did you know tomorrow's not the day we're supposed to go to church. Today is the day. Today's a Sabbath day. Okay. In religion, we're taught churches on Sunday because that's what the Catholic Church pushes. But God, give me Exodus 20. Give me a holy convocation. Exodus 20 and 8. Or what?
20 like 23 and
Watch this, sis. Watch this. 23 and 4, I think it is. No, Leviticus 23 and 4. Watch this. The Bible's going to tell you when we're supposed to come together. Leviticus 23 and verse 4. Watch this.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 4.
Verse 1. Verse 1.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and
Watch
verse
this.
1.
Watch this.
And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them.
Verse 3.
Verse 3.
Right here.
6 days shall work be done.
So 6 days on the earth work's supposed to be done, right? The first day of the week is what day? Sunday, right? Come on, so 6 days, Sunday to Friday, work's done. Come on.
But the seventh day,
which is today, Saturday,
is the Sabbath of rest.
It's the Sabbath of rest for us. Read.
A holy convocation.
A holy convocation. Do you know what the word convocate means? It means gathering. So God says we have to come together and gather on the Sabbath day. Did you know that, sister? Did you know that? Did you know that today we're supposed to gather? Today is the Sabbath day. We're supposed to come together, not Sunday, like they say in church. You go to church? You go to church on Saturday or Sunday?
Besides that,
Saturday or
the regular Sunday day is actually supposed to be our freedom day.
Okay, it's supposed to be our freedom day because who said that? Who told us that it was our freedom day?
The pastor.
The pastor did, right? Watch this. Watch this, kids. Read it again.
the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 3.
Watch what the Bible says.
6 days shall work be done.
6 days during the week, work is to be done from Sunday to Friday, right?
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
But the seventh day of the Lord is a Sabbath day of rest. That's our freedom day. But the Bible don't say freedom day. It says it's the day we're supposed to give honor to the Lord. We're supposed to respect Him.
Exactly. So they made us forced to have Sunday supposed to be the no working day.
Colossians 2 and 8. Yes. Remember, if you know a little bit of history, in slavery, they made the slaves work all throughout the week, and then on Sunday they gave them that day off. Then they also gave them 4th of July off. They gave them Christmas off. They gave them Easter off. They gave them the holidays. But they always had to work on the Sabbath day. Watch this.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8.
Come on.
Beware, lest any man spoil you
God said, be aware lest anyone comes and spoils you. Read.
through philosophy and vain deceit.
They're going to trick you or spoil you through their own philosophies, their own deceits. Come on.
After the tradition of men.
It said after the traditions of men. So when we think the day of the Lord is Sunday, that's a man-made tradition. When we think Easter is the day of the Lord, that's a man-made tradition. Mother's Day, that's a man-made. You gonna celebrate Mother's Day tomorrow? That's a man-made tradition. It's not in the Bible. Watch this.
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
None of those days are after Jesus Christ. He didn't teach those things. Watch what he did teach us. John 14:15. Y'all know today's the Sabbath day? We got to keep God's commandments. Watch this. Watch this. This is what Christ came and taught us. John 14 and 15.
This is the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15.
Come on.
If ye love me,
If you love Christ,
keep my commandments.
Christ said keep the commandments. Do you keep God's commandments?
I mean, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to read something to you. And I want you to be aware of what Christ really means when he says that. Hold that, go to 1 John 2 and 3. Because we're taught certain things about the commandments, we're taught that they're in the Old Testament, we hear about them, but the application of it is absent from our lives. And I'm going to show you why. It's 1 John 2 and 3.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 3. Hereby we do know that we know him.
Saying the same thing. Read.
If we keep his commandments.
You heard that, brother? Huh? If.
They said if.
It said if we keep his commandments.
If we keep.
Yes. Then we know him. Watch the flip side.
He that saith I know him,
Huh?
and keepeth not his commandments,
If you say you know God, but you don't keep his commandments,
is a liar.
God said that makes you a liar unto him. Read.
And the truth is not in him.
But then the truth is not in you. I'm going to show you something. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Oh, matter of fact, do you eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster? Leviticus 11 and 7. This is what that means because, again, we are not really taught what God's commandments is and how to apply it. Watch this. Leviticus 11 and 7.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine,
The swine, that's the pig.
though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud,
Read.
he is unclean to you.
God said the pig is unclean unto me and unto you. Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
It said of their flesh we cannot eat it.
We don't supposed to eat it.
We're not supposed to.
We don't supposed to eat it. We don't even supposed to eat apples, actually, too.
Apples?
Apples.
Where's that in the
that's
Bible?
a forbidden fruit. That's a forbidden fruit. So we don't supposed to eat
Say one.
apples.
I didn't hear you. Say it one more
We
time.
don't supposed to eat apples.
Because of what?
Because in the Bible that Mary didn't supposed to go and eat the forbidden fruit.
You mean Eve? You talking about Eve?
Yeah, I'm talking about Eve. She didn't supposed to go touch or Adam didn't supposed to go touch the apple. Because actually we don't supposed to be around here with clothes, nothing.
Okay,
But
whoa,
he
sis.
disobeyed
Now
God.
wait, I want to touch that apple part because it does not say anything about an apple.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't say. So I want to show you something. When you read in Genesis, watch this.
I have a client. I'm sorry.
What? Before you go, what's your name? I didn't get your name. Ranice. In the Bible, it does not mention Genesis in the book in the beginning with Adam and Eve. It's an allegory, meaning relating to something else. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 21. What's that? Okay, go to Genesis first. Go to the Genesis 2 and 3. Watch this. I'm gonna show you this first, and then I'm gonna show you what it's really talking about. Genesis 2 and 3.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Or 3, I think is it 3 and 3 and 3. 3 and 2, I think. Start there. Watch this.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it,
Read.
lest ye die.
So it said the fruit of the tree of this in this garden, in the middle, the one with the knowledge and good and evil. If we should not eat it, because if we do, we'll die. Right? Watch what it's really talking about when it says that. Wisdom of Solomon 14:21, and we'll come right back. It's not making reference to an apple, or they say a pomegranate or watermelon. That don't make no sense.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Watch this.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 21. And this was an occasion to deceive the world.
Read.
For men, serving their calamity or tyranny, did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name.
Verse 20, I think it's verse 27 about the idolatry. Yeah. Watch this.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27.
Watch this.
For the worshiping of idols.
For the worshiping of idols, like Buddha, Krishna, for example, for the worshiping of idols,
not to be named is the beginning.
It's the what?
The beginning.
It said it's the beginning. Read.
The cause.
The cause.
And the end of all evil.
And the end of all evil. So all evil began with idolatry.
I believe in Buddha.
You believe in Buddha?
I like Buddha.
Okay. That's idolatry.
It's like, yeah.
That's idolatry.
Yeah.
So,
but I do believe, I do like Buddha, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I believe in Buddha. I believe in God. You
can't believe in both. There's only one God. You can't
I know it's only one God.
You can't follow God and Buddha. That don't make no sense.
Well, no, what I'm just saying is, I not only believe in that one, but I do like Buddha. I'm not saying I can't say that I can't separate both. You only can have one. So, but I do like Buddha. For what reason? I don't know, but I do.
So remember, we were taught these things by men in slavery. We were conditioned to believe that. Remember, read it again. God says it's idolatry. Read it again.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
Right, give me Psalms 96. Because we just brought out to you that the idols is what brought out the evil in the world. That's what Eve did. She was dealing with other things outside of God. Right? Hold on, sis. Right. But now, you are direct descendant from Eve. And now you got that same spirit. I like Buddha. Watch this. No, hold on. Our God is the most high power. Watch this. Read 96 and 5. Watch this.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
You heard that? All the gods of the other nations are idols, are evil, are lies. So when you talk about you like Buddha, that's idolatry, my sister.
I never knew that, though.
I know.
This is new. So God just brought me here.
Yes.
With my sister to get a whole different reading.
There you
so
go.
That's all that is.
There you
so
go.
My mom, it's just like my mom liked the Buddha. So
Right.
she always like get a little Buddha stand. I mean like a little Buddha, and she always had one. So that's why I said I like the Buddha, but I didn't know it was a difference.
Right.
You
So
see what I'm saying?
no, absolutely. So now you know that Buddha, right? That is the idol of the Asians, right? Chinese, that whoever want to deal with it, right? And all over the world, people want to deal with Buddha. That's an idol. But you said something else. You said about the apple, and you also said we're not supposed to be wearing clothes. Where it say that?
Well, that's what they say before we was, you know what I'm saying, created or brought in this world. That we don't, if they, well, I put it to you, they would say, well, if Adam is supposed to go and touch the apple,
right?
We supposed to have, like, we supposed to be just completely, like, they're just like, Africa.
I understand.
You know, Africa already don't have, they some wear clothes, some don't.
Okay, but you gotta understand, our people, we always wore clothes.
Right.
You gotta understand something. When you talk about the Africans, that's the nation of Ham. That's a different people from us. We lived in Africa, but we're not African.
We are African.
I'm gonna show you something.
Who
got the Bible dictionary? I'm gonna show you something.
But we are African.
Sis, I'm gonna show you something beautiful.
This is what the white man stole us from.
No. Yeah, you're correct. But I got a question for you. No. Hold on. I got a question. What's your name, my sis? Ronese. Let me ask you a question. The first slaves, black slaves that came to America, where were they from?
I'm not for sure. I know they say Africa, but I don't know what parts of Africa.
Right. They came from Spain.
Okay, well, see, this is something new to me.
That's what I'm saying. You said they were stolen from Africa. We were. A lot of us were stolen from Africa, but we came from different parts of the world. They were looking for us. We're a particular type of people. Where the Bible dictionary?
I got it right here.
Come on.
We don't even know what type of tribe we are.
Oh, we do know our tribes.
Well, I don't know what tribe I am.
You know the tribes right
really
now. Where's your dad from?
From Texas.
He's from Texas.
Well, his mom and his dad is from Texas.
Right. So they're originally American blacks,
so
right? They were born in slavery. Hold on.
My parents from New Orleans.
No problem. American black. You are from the tribe of Judah. That's
Really?
our tribes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's our tribes. Right. Now we learned it, right? Now watch this. This is in the Bible dictionary, right? This is what the scholars put together. Listen very close.
This is the Bible, Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. Definition of Ham. The youngest son of Noah.
Hold on. Ham is the father of, this is what they say we are, Africans. Like you said, right? Watch this.
The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
He became the father of all dark races. Watch, listen close.
Not the Negro.
But not the Negro. Aren't you a Negro? Did they call us Negroes?
No, we Black Americans.
Sister, my sis, you know we known as the Negroes.
Well, yeah, we know the Negroes.
No, did you hear? Read this again.
That's what my mother had on her birth certificate.
Right.
We don't have that.
Exactly.
We Black Americans.
Sis, I want you to listen close. Watch this.
It says when he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians.
But the Egyptians who are Africans, right? Come on.
Ethiopians.
The Ethiopians, which are Africans.
Libyans.
The Libyans, which are Africans.
And Canaanites.
And the Canaanites, which are Africans. So our people, although we started in Africa, we're not from their line. We look like them, but we're not from the same line, right? For instance, you got the East Indian people. They have the same complexions as us. But nobody's calling them black, right? They go from light to dark, just like us, right? But nobody calling them black. So we're not African per se. Our people are there, but our people are also in Europe. We ruled Europe for 1,000 years. You might not know that, right? Exactly. So there's a lot for us to learn and understand about ourselves. So when we hear about eating the apple, we come to the Bible to show you. When we hear we're not supposed to be wearing clothes, I know where you got that from. Because when Adam and Eve sinned, they said they what? They covered themselves because they said they were naked. Right? But let's find out what naked is. Give me that. You know what I want?
Oh, wait,
there you go.
I'm sorry, my sister here.
Hey, tell sis, we're going to let you go. One more second. One more second. Stay right there. Tell sis we got her. You got it? Watch this. Your tribe is Judah. Judah. No, you Judah. Come here. Come here. Ronese, come here. I want you to hear one more thing.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked.
When Moses saw that the people were naked, they wasn't without clothes. They had clothes on. But it says that they were naked. Naked to what? Watch this.
For Aaron had made them naked unto their shame amongst their enemies.
He made them naked to their shame, meaning they were sinning. So that's what happened with Adam and Eve. It was a sin. So that covering that they put on, they had to sacrifice for that sin, and therefore they took that, and it's a parable, an allegory, like he said before. Ronese, read that right there. We here, all right? All praises.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word, His word.